what's going on everybody? This is Keagan here and welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with a brand new video for you guys. And welcome back to another episode of Keagan's Movie Reviews. And today's movie I'm going to be talking about is a movie that is a pretty well-known movie from the 1990s, and it's based on a Stephen King book. And this is actually the first Stephen King adaptation I'm going to be talking about in this series. No, it's not The Shawshank Redemption, not The Green Mile, but I'll talk about those two movies one day. This is a movie that came out before those two movies, and that movie we're going to be talking about today, ladies and gentlemen, is Misery. And Misery is a thriller directed by Rob Reiner and was released on November 30th, 1990. And this movie is based on a Stephen King book, like I said before, which I have read the book that this movie was based on, and I do own it. And that's a really, really great book. Definitely one of Stephen King's best books, in my opinion. But I don't really have too much else to say, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the movie, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. So, let's dive into Misery. So, the storyline for Misery is this. It follows a fictional, successful writer named Paul Sheldon, who is played by James Cann. And Paul is a really successful writer, most notably for his fictional Misery novels, which star the fictional character Misery Chastain. And the film starts off at Paul Sheldon's cabin somewhere in Colorado in the middle of winter. And after he finishes his manuscript for the next novel in the series of Misery novels that he writes, he sets out to drive home to New York City. However, his car gets caught in a blizzard and he crashes in the middle of the forest somewhere in Colorado. And then he gets rescued by a woman who drags him back to her cabin. And when he wakes up, he is greeted by the woman that saved him, named Annie Wilkes, who is played by Kathy Bates. And Annie Wilkes is Paul Sheldon's #1 fan, from what he was told as soon as he wakes up. While Paul is grateful that he was rescued by Annie, but what he doesn't realize is that Annie Wilkes doesn't seem like the nice, sweet person that she seems to be. She's actually a monster. She's a very, very, really of a control freak and a psychopath. I can't tell if she's either a sociopath or a psychopath, but I'd say she's a psychopath. And so Paul basically becomes Annie Wilkes' prisoner, and he is forced to write a new manuscript after Annie Wilkes is, well, not too happy with the other manuscript that he originally had planned, because he was originally going to kill off the character of Misery in the next novel, which seemed to be the final novel in his series. So he basically pisses off Annie Wilkes when she finds out about this, and she basically destroys the manuscript and forces Paul to write a new one, a one that she'll like. And while he's doing it, he's trying to figure out a way to escape Annie Wilkes and get help from the authorities, who are trying to find Paul. But the authorities think But the problem is, the authorities think that he's dead, and Paul is crippled to the legs down after his car accident, and it takes him a while to recover. So he's got to figure out how to escape and tell the world that he's not dead. And that's basically the storyline of the movie. Now, let's talk about the movie. But I just want to say, I really, really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed the book. While I think the book was a little more violent than the movie was a little bit violent, but not too over the top. Although, there was a scene in the movie where Annie Wilkes breaks Paul's feet with a sledgehammer, so he'll basically be paralyzed from the waist down, basically breaks his feet with the sledgehammer. And there's a lot of really, really good performances in this movie. Kathy Bates does an excellent job playing as Annie Wilkes, and I think she won an Academy Award for that, like Best Supporting Actress. I'm pretty sure. I think she did actually. And the set design is really, really cool. Oh yeah, I said the performances were great. The music is great. It's really, really suspenseful. And it's definitely one of the best Stephen King book adaptations of all time. Well, one of the best book to film adaptations of all time as well. And this is one of the many Stephen King movies, movies based on a Stephen King book that came out in the 90s. And there's a lot of movies based on Stephen King books and short stories and TV shows too. Some of them are good, some of them are okay, and others are just terrible. This movie, however, is one of the best ones. But I don't really have too much else to say about it. But if you like the book, or if you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend watching this movie and reading the book too. It's definitely one of the best Stephen King books. One of the best Stephen King adaptations of all time. And I also really enjoyed the book too. The book is definitely one of Stephen King's best books. But once again, definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. And I'm going to give Misery an 8 out of 10. So that's going to be it for this review. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please leave a like, please leave a comment below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And what are your thoughts on this movie? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you'd like to check out my last review, which was on Crash, the link to that is in the description down below. And my next review will be on Stranger Than Fiction, which that review will be coming out soon. So in the meantime, stay tuned for more videos. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks again for watching. And until next time, this is Keagan Shepard signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.